We are out here at the No Kings protest in Glendale, California. There's a lot of honking, a lot of shouting, and overall pretty peaceful. It seems cool. Let's see what these people are like. Let's ask some questions. Let's get a feel for the crowd. Again, it's astounding how many white people always show up to these kind of things. I wonder what are we seeking to achieve here? We'll ask some questions. I'll get a feel for the crowd right now.
It's not even the official start time yet.
Suzanne Words, where are you? This is fun. Just
good.
being out here.
This is good.
This is really fun.
Feels good.
Hi. That was my favorite so far.
Good one.
Yep.
Hasn't quite started. We got another 15 minutes or so. There's already quite a few people. I'd say maybe 200. Drum circle over here. Afternoon, ma'am. How are you? God bless. I'm well. God bless. Be safe.
One guy? Just one. I'm good with one. Spread the wealth.
Pardon me?
Thank you.
And they have to take care of it. Right, and they have the little backyard. Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much it. Basically half of the block. Good number of people here. Again, very peaceful. Let's find some people to ask some questions. Do you mind answering a couple questions, sir? No. Would you mind answering a couple questions, sir? Would you want to ask a couple questions?
Like what?
What are you doing out here today?
Protesting.
What are you seeking to achieve? What do you think? That's cool. What's the main goal of being out here today?
Trying to make a difference.
That's cool. With what? I see it's a No Kings protest, right?
Yeah.
What do you think one thing Donald Trump does that is king-like? And he's gone. All right. Oh for 2? Yes, ma'am. Hey, how are you? My name's Anthony.
I am Cheryl.
Cheryl, pleasure to meet you. So what are we doing out here today?
We're fighting for peace. We're fighting for awareness and to realize that your humanity is my humanity.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's your name again, sir?
Anthony.
Anthony. Cheryl.
Cheryl, pleasure to meet you.
Safe, right? You want to be safe?
Of course. Yes.
be safe.
Absolutely. absolutely. No, this is, I was at the one in LA Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was peaceful. A lot of shouting and yelling, but I didn't see any of the damage, but it looked like it had already taken place the night before.
Yeah.
So what's the main thing you guys want to achieve here, or with this protest nationwide?
To tell our president that we're in pain, that we have other citizens that are in pain, and that this is not what peace looks like. And please be presidential, be a man of peace, be a man of respect, and help your people. California is also your state. He's our
100%.
president, so
When you mean
help us.
when you mean citizens, what are you referring to? Immigrants?
People, our people here that are on this land, you know, we need his help. These people that are being separated from their families. When you go to Sprouts, when you go to Target, and you buy your strawberries, you buy your grapes.
Yeah.
It went from literally from the hand of an immigrant into the plastic box. Like their fingerprints
no
are
question.
there.
They do great work.
Yeah.
And I think he put something out yesterday that he was going to try and do a workaround for the migrant farmers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So that was
I didn't
good.
know that.
No,
Okay,
yeah, it was,
Yeah.
came. He said something about 4, and then he truthed it later on his app at around 6, 2.5 hours later. So we'll see what happens. I think that would be a great thing. Obviously it's unfortunate for anyone to get deported, but you can admit over the last, and do you mind being on camera, right? Is that okay?
Yeah. That's
And then
why I
you
reached out to
can,
you, yeah.
no. Of course.
I think we can all agree that nobody wants, no matter what color you are, nobody wants rapists. Nobody
Yeah.
wants. There are white rapists too, right? There are all kinds of rapists, right?
Yeah, I don't
there
think
are
it's
all kinds of pedophiles. There are all kinds of
Absolutely.
murderers,
I
right?
don't think it's a question
Right, so
about
nobody,
skin color or race.
I think it's a huge question about skin color and race.
Oh, really?
And that's where the discrepancy is about what we're understanding.
Okay.
So I think what we all want, any color, any race, is we want peace. We want our children to be safe,
Absolutely.
right? We want our children to have opportunity.
Absolutely.
And so right now, I'm not Republican or Democrat, you know? I am for growth. I am for growth in all sense. And just look at your children.
Yeah, I got
I want them to be
I
smart.
have one and one on the
So
way.
awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have 2 boys,
Brilliant.
14 and 11.
Brilliant.
So we all want the same things. And I think that this administration and the culture divide that is happening is not for growth, is not for peace.
Do you think allowing the 14 to 12 million immigrants in the country illegal under the Biden administration was a good move on their part?
You know what? All administrations have. There has been. We need immigration reform. You're correct.
Of course, yeah.
Nobody want. There's there's so many words, right? Trigger words.
Yeah.
DEI, inclusivity, open borders. Like the truth is, we don't know the facts. Nobody wants anyone to just walk across our border.
Right.
Nobody wants that,
Right.
right? We want the best for our country. I love the United States. I want the
As
best
do
for
I,
our
yeah.
country. Nobody wants an open door. Nobody's fighting for that. Is it the fight we're supposed to be fighting right now to rip people apart? Like no due process, ripping people apart, hard workers. Today, our lives are touched by immigrants at all facets of our day. At all facets of our day. All facets. So, is this? Yes, let's have immigration reform. Let's do it. Coming to LA and ripping people apart in churches, in schools, in elementary schools, in farms. Is that the way we should do it?
So I think if the governor and the mayor were to cooperate better with ICE and the federal agents, the federal government, it would be much less messy, much more cohesive, so they can actually go in, serve the warrants, arrest the people they want to arrest, and basically get in and get
I
out.
agree with that. And you said messy. It's not messy. It's like horrific. It's like,
It is. Well, I
and
think the
it's like if someone came right now, I would like totally have everyone help me for someone not to take you away. You know. I'd be like, why is the police doing this manner on the floor?
Right.
I would like stand up for you. You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing what you did. Maybe you heard a little bit like something there. I would stand up for you because there's got to be due process. Due process.
Well, due process doesn't always involve a court date.
Right. But kidnapping is another thing.
And
just taking someone away.
So do you think I laugh when people say they want due process, but why aren't they asking for due process when they came in the country illegally?
You're right. I accept that. And so what are we trying to do? Not become as a hate. Our values, they gotta look like good. They gotta seem good. I think you can agree that there is no good being done. Well, I don't know. Our values should look and feel like peace. It should look and feel that way.
I think this is an aim to get a safer, better, more efficient form, and even of our tax dollars too, right? If we got 5 million illegal immigrants, that's more money, more resources, more assistance to our actual citizens of the country.
I understand. Okay, I get your point, right? I'm not like the one with all the facts and statistics.
No, me neither. I'm just here talking to you.
So I hear that. I hear what you're saying about money, right? Tax dollars, the free lunches at school, right? They're getting free lunches, free health care. I'm sorry, Dr.
Anthony,
I'm
it's okay.
perimenopausal.
No
That's what I'm forgetting.
No
Anthony,
problem.
I'm sure. Okay, so Anthony, what about the silent violence that we don't see? What about those men and women who are behind a computer, who are there's a reason people don't own homes. There's a reason people aren't advancing at work. There's a reason our education is so wrong. So there's a lot of violence and wrong that's being done behind a computer at the top of these corporations.
Okay.
And nobody wants anyone to just come. Okay, but the fight that we're fighting now, this people, they help our economy. They bring work. They pick the fields that are food. But what about the violence of our children? I just got my child a phone, an iPhone, right? These big tech billionaires, they don't want their own children on these devices, because when I gave my 14-year-old the phone, I'm like, all these companies, they have access to my kid now.
Take it away from you.
I know. So at 14, I gave it to him, right? I made a choice. I waited till 14, and I said, the minute you have TikTok, the minute you have anything, you're losing your phone. So all those regulations, why aren't people worried about the growth of our kids' minds, the growth of our, like this fight of, and I want immigration reform. What we're here to say is like, these raids in our churches, in our schools, this is what we're appalled by. Yes, Donald Trump. Yes, get immigration reform. Let's do it.
Would you be happy? Would you be satisfied if the state was able to go in and get these immigrants, so they, either keep them detained and not let them out into the public, so ICE, the FBI, whomever else can come and get them at the detention centers, or are you satisfied with them releasing them into the public? Because in a lot of cases they do commit crimes, and if the state or the city recognizes that they're illegal, they don't detain them, they just release them back into the public. That makes the ICE's job much more difficult.
If you committed a crime, on this soil, yes, anyone.
Well, they're not. That's the problem. They're not doing it.
Yeah, okay.
That's the problem. That's one of the biggest problems.
But
they're making this much more messy than it is.
do that, but
I mean, that's a.
But you know they're going into elementary school. Like,
So the time, I know what you're referring to. So the time that the ICE went into the thing was the first and fourth grade, they were checking on students who've been trafficked here. They were checking on their welfare because they didn't come with their parents. So they were checking on the welfare of those kids. And the media twisted it to some horrific stories, but they do. Right? That's probably traumatizing for a lot of kids, but it wasn't a raid like they're saying it was.
Were you there when that happened?
I wasn't there, no.
You and I can't see. Jeremy. There's no black and white.
No, of course not.
There's no black and white. There's no Donald Trump and Joe Biden. There's no Republican and Democrat. There isn't. There really isn't. I believe you're different than me. I'm a woman, you're a man. I believe in that difference, But at the core, we want to, just think about our children. We want them to be safe. There is a better way to do this. There is a better way. That's what we're talking about. There is a better way than ripping people apart.
I mean, for the cases that are, there's illegal immigrants here that are.
Let me ask you a question. You, and if you can, in all honesty. In your life, are you Los Angeles native?
I was born in Pasadena.
Okay. In your personal life, Jeremy, how has immigration affected you? How has an illegal immigrant, how has an illegal, undocumented person that doesn't have papers, just in your personal, okay? How has that affected you negatively?
I mean, that's an ambiguous question. I'm not suggesting.
No, it's like if you told me, hey Jeremy, we've been to a Dodger game. Have you ever gotten a bottle thrown at your head? Yes, no. I'm asking you a personal in your life.
Negatively?
You could tell me, my cousin got raped by an illegal immigrant.
No, nothing traumatic.
Okay, so this is my thing. It's like, Is this the fight we want to fight right now?
I
Is
think
this
that-
the fight?
I think deporting
That's
illegal
your main
immigrants.
fight. And can I tell you something? Your life has
Well-
been touched all day, every
certainly.
day by immigrants in a
Certainly.
positive way.
Certainly.
Who built your house? Who's cooking your food?
No
When
question.
you send your kids a lunch to school, someone picked that food. Illegal immigration is this thing, illegal. I get it. I'm with you. Let's reform it. Let's make it better so that. But if you think about all the ways that you were positively affected,
And
we agree.
I think it'd be great for them to stay if they were vetted. There was some merit-based system where they can go in front of people, check their background,
do
check
that.
their. Well, I mean,
Let's do
there's
that.
10 to
I
upwards
know,
of
let's
50
do that.
million
But
people.
right now,
That's going to cost.
but there's people here who are already ingrained in the fabric, and let's say I don't know
Right, I
the
think
numbers.
Trump put out on yesterday night that he was going to work with some of the
Okay,
state
that's
representatives.
awesome. That's awesome. We'll have to look into that. Yes, people who are violent, let's secure the borders. Let's find out a better way to do that. Like you say, check their background. But the people that are here, the people that are working, they're in the fabric already. They're in the fabric, and nothing's cut and dry. You can't just like mop the floor and let's start all over. That's trauma that's gonna be in our schools, our society forever. And it's not cut and dry. Only U.S. There's immigrants all over the world. Like there
Of
has
course.
to be. You can't just come and sweep and let's take out 1 million immigrants, illegal immigrants.
Well,
out of the country.
you also can't have 10 to 12 million. 10,000 people. Oh, you're getting very excited here, sir. Pardon me.
Yeah, I agree with you on a lot of things.
Can you move it somewhere else, really? We're just
No, I don't.
It's okay. I'm speaking
Yeah,
in though. Now I'm on your side.
She's an adult.
I know.
She's an adult.
I know.
I'm tired of hearing
Thank you. I'm
Then move somewhere else.
Okay, all right.
Move somewhere else.
So anyway, we're having
Don't
a
be a
discourse.
child.
Yeah.
Can I have a
No, yeah,
conversation?
of course.
Thank you.
He's very
Thank you.
emotionally governed.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm emotionally governed too. I want to kick some ass too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just that I'm a little girl, I want to kick some ass too, and I'm pissed as hell too, as I'm sure you are. I'm pissed as hell. But guess what? We're still the same. I love you, man.
Yeah, I know.
I really do. You might not
We
believe it.
do a horrible
but
job of dehumanizing other people
exactly.
with a
That's
different
why I
opinion.
tapped
See,
you.
like
That's
this-
why I tapped you, and that's okay.
Perfect
It's part
example.
of it.
Perfect example.
No, and it's okay. What he is experiencing is okay too. It's okay. We're all full of pain. I'm pissed too. I want to throw a rock at a car. I want to set something on fire. Fuck, I would love to do that.
Yeah, but what is that solve? How is that?
Nothing, right? Nothing. And that's why I tapped you on the shoulder and I'm talking to you. But I'm pissed too.
I think both sides do a horrible job.
I know personally moms that are ripped away from here that are on the other side. Can you imagine your partner being ripped away from your kids?
No, my wife came here legally. She went through the whole process.
I know. Thank God that you were able to do that. But some people were not able to do that.
Yeah, but this country doesn't
I just thought it
owe
was cute because
anyone, any foreigner, a guarantee to come to this country.
Exactly. We're talking about the people that are here already.
Right.
That they should not be separated that way.
So you think they should all up the
Yes, and
illegals that are here?
they're already the ones that are paying taxes.
Regardless of job. Okay, let's put the ones that have jobs. Let's put them to the side. Do you think the ones that are just here illegally, that are throughout the country, do you think they should stay?
I feel this is what I believe.
Oh, no, you're okay.
Yes, we should check the back. I don't want everybody to come in. I don't want that either.
Well, that's what happened.
Check
And
back.
let's see what happened 2 weeks ago. There was an Egyptian immigrant that set people on fire in Colorado.
I don't know that story. I don't know that
See,
story.
I mean, this is the stuff that concerns me.
Okay, I don't know that story. What we're trying to see the general vibe about the country. The general vibe. Can we agree that a mom from El Salvador who's been here for 20 years, is undocumented, has her children here, would say take that mom and separate her from her?
See, this is the problem.
You can understand the question,
No, of
don't you?
course not. The problem is that, yeah, but the problem is that doesn't make a lot of these people immune from the law. And I think that's what the previous administration really screwed up for a lot of people. No, I want to say that we agree about family also, I mean, to be honest, I don't like how the federal agencies that came in here to kind of bust up and get
National Guard, you mean?
ICE. Well,
You don't like the way they've been doing it?
well, I mean, but what's the alternative? I wish the local government would.
I want to thank you for listening.
Yeah, no, of course.
I want to thank you so much. Obviously, that's you're a pretty rough guy, so you can take
I
anyone.
appreciate it. Thank you.
But I want to thank you for coming.
God bless. Absolutely. God bless. Thank you so much. How are you, sir? Anthony? Phil, pleasure to meet you. So what are we doing here?
You commented on people burning our flag and holding up. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. But if you don't allow it, you will.
Oh, no question. I think
That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what's happening. Everything is being eroded.
All right, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to a joyous, peaceful No Kings rally here. Feeling some people power here in our community. Our people power has never
Tell me
been
how
more
many
timely here in
aggressive,
America.
violent
And we are
immigrants
here
in your
to
neighborhood
celebrate the
Oh,
land
it's
That's what I asked him. How's it
impossible to
affected
tell.
us?
Saturday.
I live in the demographic of where I live is mostly Asian. So probably quite a few.
It's my honor
Well, I have no Temple City Asians by just their culture inherently pretty nonviolent.
here in Glendale to celebrate a marvelous mobilization of mighty people power here today. Where we've seen our own resident and U.S. Senator Alex Padilla tackled by thugs this week. Here in our beautiful, diverse immigrant communities of LA County, where we've seen a federal invasion this week. But here, where the lessons of people power are expressed more mightily than in any place in our beautiful country. And where the beauty of our intertwined immigrant heritage is on display in a mighty way here in America today on Flag Day. I am so honored to be joined by so many of you here today. We are expecting, are you ready? More than 4,000 people here today. And if the waves of people keep coming, we might surpass that. Part of more than 1,000 peaceful rallies across this great country today. And like a thunderclap of accountability, we are bringing this peaceful people power to bear on a situation we see growing with fascistic outlines, despotism, but not despair. And we see a really bad forecast headed for Washington, D.C. today.
Don't worry, guys. No one's asking you a question. You guys want to answer some questions?
No, we're good, thank you.
Alrighty. God bless, guys.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Be safe out there. Absolutely. Excuse me, would you like to answer some questions?
Oh, over there.
There's a crap ton of people out here.
We the people are not scared! You will not scare us into submission! You will not scare us into silence!
Ma'am, can I ask you about your sign? Can I ask you about your sign? So what does that mean?
This is a democracy, not a dictatorship!
Whoa! She was pissed. Can I ask you about your sign? What does your sign mean? No, I'm sorry, ma'am.
I'm good.
Pardon?
I'm good.
Okie dokie.
I'm not good.
Donald Trump has a mugshot. My friends do not.
Can I ask you about your sign, sir? You're pretty self-explanatory. Would you mind explaining for the people watching? Alrighty! We'll get one of them. We'll try and get one.
Oh, that's the way to do it, my friend.
Ma'am, you mind if I ask you some questions about your sign? Fascism is bad.
Yeah,
So how does that apply to this current situation?
I think it's pretty obvious.
For the layman who doesn't know, could you explain it?
I'm good, actually.
Alrighty, we'll get one of them here, guys. We'll get one. Trying to get one. I think we're 0 for 12.
Excuse me.
God bless, guys. Be safe out there. God bless. Sir, you mind answering some questions about your sign?
Yeah.
Lame, go away.
Don't come back another day.
Who is that in reference to?
That's for the federal help that we don't need.
In terms of what? National Guard?
Yeah,
ICE?
National Guard, we don't need any of it. We don't
You-
need ICE coming in here, we don't need any of that. We're doing well. We love our friends. We love our community. We're good.
Do you think all the immigrants that came here illegally should stay?
I think this is the absolute wrong thing to try to go into elementary graduations and try to deport people as they're washing cars, cooking meals. I think it's absolutely absurd.
It's unfortunate. I think it's pretty unfortunate as well. But for the illegal ones, the ones that haven't had background checks, unknown history, unknown past, stuff like that.
How did your ancestors get here? Do you know the full history of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so why for 200 people were Caucasians allowed to come over, and then now all of a sudden there's no more immigration in that form?
Wait, what do you mean?
So 200 years ago,
Yep.
we took native land, we decided to expand, and we just assumed that it was ours, or now it's the nation. Right? Why can't we continue to build that up?
And you think illegal immigration is the best way to do that?
No. So I'm not saying that.
You mind if I ask you about
Sure.
Royal Revolution?
Means we got to get rid of the dictator.
How is Donald Trump a dictator?
Well, he's breaking the law. He's not.
What's the
It's going to be hard to find a shady spot.
Let's see.
Freedom of
how's that?
He's calling in the National Guard and overreaching when we have the right to assemble peacefully.
I do agree that the National Guard, the rioting.
There was
the
no
violence.
rioting. There was no rioting.
Well, I didn't see a ton of rioting.
Rioting is.
There was
Yes.
attacks on police officers,
Yes, and there was also
destruction of property.
Yes, games were won by the LA.
More peaceful than when the Lakers won the championship.
So I think it's far-reaching. I think he went way beyond
So just
anybody ever has, and he didn't even coordinate with our officials, which everybody.
well, they
always
refused to.
has.
They refused to. in
Well,
California.
actually,
They'd rather protect the criminals and illegals. They don't want to cooperate with
well, they-
CBP, ICE.
Guess what? Why is Taco now resending his collecting people from farms?
I think he probably realized that
He's
it was.
stupid. He's so
Well, he
he's
went-
so,
he went
he's
back
so
on
dumb.
it.
No, yeah, but why would he do it in the first place? He wouldn't even question why he
To get
should
all
do
the
that.
illegal immigrants that
You
came.
think, okay, you eat food, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, but you eat food by people that are probably illegal. We all have
Certainly.
done that. I know people from the cotton farms in Arizona. They couldn't get anybody to do those jobs, and this was 20 years ago.
Does that make them immune from breaking the law? I'm agreeing that they do great work, and they should probably figure out some way
I
to.
would say that there's things that work with immigration. Like, put it this way, the administration now, they don't even want legal immigrants.
I know,
They're-
there's
That's
like
not
all
true.
these
They're
cute
getting rid of
ladies
people
on
with
the
green
other side of the
cards.
street that have
That's
That
true.
is like, not going through Congress, that makes it a dictatorship.
I don't think
Okay?
that's.
Well,
I mean,
that's-
why wouldn't he go through Congress? He has a majority.
Because, you know why? Because you have to go through process. Not going through due process, like Congress, like people having due process, even if they're not a citizen, that's part of our Constitution. That is why he's a dictator. Because
Due
he's
process doesn't
circumventing.
always apply to like a court date or something. Like that.
Actually, but due process is in many ways, and so he's not doing that. That's what makes he's not going through Congress first. The purse strings, all of that. That's what makes him a dictator. A lot of people because he's
I appreciate it.
right on.
God bless.
Yeah.
You mind if I ask you some questions about your sign?
Let's go!
I know. I hope he does.
You mind if I ask you about your sign there?
Which one?
No kings, no thrones, no thrones.
Sorry,
Your sign, what does that mean?
Oh, someone else made it, and now.
But what does it mean?
I think it's no Kings.
We're probably good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you can't answer the question?
We're good.
We'll get one of them. One of them knows what they're talking about. One of them. Man, would you want to? Can I ask you some questions about your sign there? What does that mean?
I'm here and peaceful and not paid to be here, but I'm pissed off.
Cool. What are you here for? What are you protesting?
All of this. All of it.
Yeah!
I didn't get that.
Why are you guys so excited? Oh, sorry.
Just brown, not a crime. Just brown, not a crime.
What's that sign mean?
Just brown. I'm gonna love you anyways. I'm gonna love you because that's how we heal. We can't heal any other way. Just brown.
Can't do it. The little mind can't think outside the box. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Of course.
What are you doing here?
You can leave.
What are you doing here?
Going around asking people questions.
You're not of the same sentiment. Are you like pro-king?
What does that mean?
Are you pro-king? Like, do you want Trump to be a king?
No, of course not.
Okay. So why are you just asking questions? But it seems like you're not really like same mentality as most people here.
No, of course not.
So what do you believe? Or like what do you disagree with?
Let me start with what I agree with.
Okay.
National Guard, military, massive overstepping. I think that was just to send a message. Not a good one.
Very un-American, very not following the Constitution vibes.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad call.
Okay.
That's about it. I remember you, bud. He's really salty. Very salty. That's about it, really.
Okay. So what do you disagree with? What do you like about Trump? Do you like how
Like
awful he is to
character-wise, or?
women,
I
Are
really
you like
have
a Christian?
Catholic.
So like, do you think that like Jesus is like? Because I feel like Trump is like the most un-Christian Catholic Christ-like person.
I mean, I'm not looking to Trump for any, as a role model of any kind.
Yeah.
For his character, at least.
Yeah. Would it be nice to have somebody like that as a president? Wouldn't it?
I mean, it's been pretty nice. I like a lot of stuff he is doing. Do you want child sex traffickers, gangbangers, and drug dealers in your city?
You know that like Trump's involved with those people, right?
Illegal immigrants?
No, sex traffickers.
I mean, if there was evidence to support that, that'd be pretty hideous.
Of course there's evidence. Why do you think they're not releasing all the lists of people that are involved?
Why should
So
you
that's
get to make money
so
off
like
of your opinion?
this man's very mad that I'm expressing my opinions, a different of opinion.
Why should
he
you
can't
get
take
to
that?
make financial benefit off of your opinion? No, that's not. You are free to engage as you want.
Is that your overlord? Like, is that your overlord? Do you want to engage in conversation, or do you just want to live in your little bubble? You could do either, or you could run away. What do you want to do? Do you want to talk? Do you want to have a conversation? Or do you want to bully people? Pardon? Bully people. So, I mean, stuff like this, right? What is that?
Just in case anything happens to you.
My wife and I are both legal immigrants. But anywho,
It's not about that.
report ICE in your neighborhood.
Anybody wants to know you ever arrested or something? Water.
What's that? Do you want to talk, sir? You want to express your opinions? A little debate? No? Debate? A little debate? Just... Whoa! The emotions are raw.
Dude, you just called me a slur earlier, man.
You put your hands on me. You put your hands on me.
Sorry, I tapped you on the shoulder.
No, you didn't.
I'm sorry that your feelings are strong. Watch out!
Oh, sorry, man. Made it myself. 86 Pardon me. Excuse me.